Well, good afternoon, B.LEAGUE basketball fans, and welcome to the arena, Tachikawa Taichichi Komazawa Gymnasium for today's B.LEAGUE matchup between ALVARK Tokyo and LEVANGA Hokkaido. Well, this is going to be an Eastern Conference matchup between these two teams, the bottom currently playing second position. Well, this conference proving to be the toughest conference here in the B.LEAGUE, and of course, for LEVANGA Hokkaido, it doesn't get any easier than when you're playing a team competing for their third B.LEAGUE championship. Remember, ALVARK Tokyo winning back-to-back championships in 2018 and in 2019, and will be looking to get back to winning ways. Well, the LEVANGA Hokkaido fans making their presence heard here. Currently this season with a 12-31 record. Now remember, if they were in the West or Central Conference, they could put themselves in contention and maybe compete for a playoff spot, but that would have to go in their favor. But seeing as they're in the Eastern Conference, proven to be one of the toughest, if not the toughest conference here in the B.LEAGUE. Well, some of the key players you can look out for ALVARK Tokyo, the likes of Ryan Rossiter, the naturalized player for Japan, featured in many of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Shuto Ando, another national team player, along with Daiki Tanaka. Well, there you have it. There are the conference standings. Kawasaki Brave Thunders, along with Yokohama, taking the top two positions in the Central, while Ruku Golden Kings and Shimane Susanoo Magic also in their top two. But this is about the Eastern Conference. Chiba Jets, currently the best record in the B.LEAGUE, 38-5, followed up by ALVARK Tokyo with a 34-9 record. Hokkaido, currently at the bottom, needing to turn things around, sitting just below Ibaraki Robots and the Sendai 89ers. Well, here are the last few matchups, of course, that these two teams did feature in. It's been a very tough road here for Hokkaido going into the last game in which, well, let's talk about Tokyo ALVARK, actually. Their last win came against Ibaraki Robots. But for LEVANGA Hokkaido, it's been a very rough start, winning 2 of their last 6 games. They did get a victory against Guma Crane Thunders. But ALVARK Tokyo, as we mentioned, starting off as a roller coaster beginning to the season for them, but they have been able to turn things around. Remember, they are sitting just behind the Chiba Jets. But ALVARK Tokyo, again, one of the heavy favorites. They went on a big winning streak, winning back in the 3rd of December, and then picking up their first defeat almost a month later on January the 1st, showing what a great team they are. Well, there's their head coach, the Lithuanian international, Abromaitis, a man who used to be renowned for his time with Rytas Vilnius. So some of the key players you want to look out for, as we mentioned, number 22, Ryan Rossiter, but also the addition of Justin Cobbs, the naturalized Montenegrin player for the United States of America. Seba Saiz, a champion with the Spanish national team at the FIBA Eurobasket, but also the likes of Zach Baranski. But Daiki Tanaka will be a key name that Akatsuki's 5 from the Japanese national team. Many fans will be aware of. Shuto Ando, as we mentioned as well, and Yoshiaki Fujinaga, one of their key shooters. Well, this is just a very good team, and the expectations were very high last season, coming up short in the B.LEAGUE playoffs. But now we take a look at LEVANGA Hokkaido. Well, their head coach Sako was a former player who played many years, almost a decade, with the Mikawa Seahorses. And there is Dwight Ramos, the Gilas Pilipinas player, making the journey over this season from Guma Crane Thunders, where he played last season. A very bright spark and a rising star is Dwight Ramos. But some of the other players you want to look out for, they're import players such as Sean Long, when they start in the lineups, Brock Motum, as well, the Australian international, played in Europe for Galatasaray since moving to the B.LEAGUE in Japan. And again, it goes to show the B.LEAGUE this season, and in many other seasons as well, becoming one of the top professional basketball leagues in international hoops. I mean, we got 24 teams here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE, 3 conferences now. The exponential growth of this league is phenomenal. Well, again, some of the key players you want to look out for, as mentioned, Brock Motum, Dwight Ramos, Sean Long, Yuta Matsushita, as well, along with Ryomo Hashimoto, one of their key players in their starting lineups. But again, bottom of this conference, arguably the greatest conference here in the B-League. And it's going to be a very, very tough game, to say the least, for this team, especially when you're on the road against the second-place team here. Top two will guarantee you a spot in the playoffs, as now we're coming to the end of the season. And Hokkaido, for them, it's about pride. Dwight Ramos has to build his legacy. He is the key player for this team. But again, it's been a tough season for him. There you can see Shuto Ando, a much better three-point shooter, 33.7%, and also a more prolific scorer for that matter, just playing a little bit longer than Dwight, over 2 minutes. But Dwight Ramos came into the B-League with high expectations, had a very good season last year with the Gumakrain Thunders, and he's got to be able to turn this around for this team. He's got to be a face for LEVANGA Hokkaido going forward. Well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. Well, for Hokkaido LEVANGA, again, you can guarantee you're going to see Dwight Ramos in the starting lineup for this team. Well, usually they like to go with the starting lineup of Shuto Terazono, Ryoma Hashimoto, Sean Long at the center, while playing Brock Motum at the power forward, and Dwight Ramos also joining Terazono and Hashimoto in the backcourt. Well, from their starting lineup so far, Brock Motum is their top scorer with 18.6 points per game, along with Sean Long of 15, and Dwight Ramos just chipping in 10.5. So they're going to need a big performance from their team here tonight if they're going to try and come out with a victory. Let's have a look now at the starting lineup here for ALVARK Tokyo. Well, you can see some of the key players coming out for ALVARK Tokyo. As we mentioned, the big man, Ryan Rossiter, will be a key addition for this team. As we mentioned, for the national team, Daiki Tanaka, along with Shuto Ando, some of the key sharpshooters that you'll be finding to play for Tom Havas's team at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Justin Cobbs there, the American that was naturalized by the Montenegro national team, playing for Montenegro in many international tournaments, as well as the FIBA Eurobasket and World Cup qualifiers. Well, size and physicality could be the difference here for ALVARK Tokyo, with players such as Alex Kirk, not to mention, well, Zach Baranski as well will be making a key addition for this team. But that is your team there, ALVARK Tokyo. Now, their usual starting lineup, they like to play Shuto Ando in the point guard role, who averages 11.5 points per game in the backcourt with Justin Cobbs. Cobbs has taken his time to get into this ALVARK Tokyo team this season. He made the transition from Europe, but B-League basketball, very structured, very disciplined, a beautiful style of basketball. Alex Kirk at the center. Seba Saiz, the Eurobasket champion for Spain, will play the power forward role, moving Ryan Rossiter to the small forward position for ALVARK Tokyo. And let's enjoy now the occasion here for this wonderful club. Well, we've just been notified Daiki Tanaka unavailable for tonight's game due to injury. So looking at the starting lineups, Cobbs will be in the backcourt along with Shuto Ando. Have to have a matchup there against the likes of Dwight Ramos. Well, Shuto Terazono probably will also have to match up with Cobbs. Key thing here for this game, Zach Baranski along with Seba Saiz. They'll be making up the size and physicality of this team. So it's going to have to be a very, very big performance here tonight from LEVANGA Hokkaido. Well, Seba Saiz will jump this one. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here. Let us know on the YouTube stream who you're supporting. Are you supporting ALVARK Tokyo, or are you supporting Dwight Ramos's LEVANGA Hokkaido? Lava Pilipinas, Puso! putting the hands in the passing lane now. Coming up with this one. Trying to go in with the Euro step. Just fumbles it. ALVARK Tokyo now trying to recover in the transition. Cobbs looking to throw us down low. And again, a foul is going to be called early against Dwight Ramos. Well, Ramos had the switch on defense against Seba Saiz, and I thought he had a very good defensive position there, but they called a foul in the reach. Watch Dwight Ramos hit. Well, that's very tough. I think that's good defense in my mind. Cobbs now making a penetration. It's a little teardrop. And again, nothing but net. Well, shout out already to Crystal Lacion. ¿Cómo está, po? Hope you are well. Ramos already picking up one foul now. Getting a handoff with Brock Motum. Trying to make the penetration now. Dish out. Finds a big man. Again, an easy little finish there. And a nice little 1-2 punch between Shuto Terrazono. In the end, the layup was beautifully tucked away by Sean Long. Well, shout out to Chop Reyes, Phil Gilas, Salamat, Paul. Thank you very much for your kind words. And there's a pump fake now. Tries the mid-range shot up and no good, along with the rebound. Remember, Levanga, Hokkaido, currently bottom here in the Eastern Conference. And I want to know for the basketball fans, we got a lot of Dwight Ramos fans in the chat. And Terrazono goes in. Again, looking like Mighty Mouse in there. Almost like a baby Jimmy Alapag. Well, for those who are unaware, Jimmy Alapag, one of the greatest players in Gilas Pilipinas history. Hitting the big shot against Korea in the 2013 FIBA Asia Cups. Again, Justin Cobbs, deja vu, with another little teardrop. Well, Justin Cobbs spent many of his time in his career playing for the Montenegro national team. Again, really loving life here with ALVARK Tokyo. Back-to-back champions of the B.LEAGUE in 2018 and in 2019. And again, Terrazono. Well, excuse me, that is Tsukasa Nakano taking that one to the bucket. Well, Nakano finding the penetration early on and getting things to drop early. ALVARK Tokyo now. Cobbs here coming off one ball screen. Got it by Nakano. Behind the back pass. Kicks it out. Three is up. Three is good. Well, that is just beautiful ball movement from ALVARK Tokyo. Shuto Ando, the Japanese national player who plays for Tom Mavasa's team. No doubt we're going to see him this summer in Okinawa at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Levanga Hokkaido now trying to find Brock Motum, turning it over. And now ALVARK Tokyo. Saiz now going down the middle. Another little teardrop. Well, as they would say in Spanish, estoy llorando. I am crying right now. We've got teardrops from Justin Cobbs and from Seba Saiz. And Levanga Hokkaido call timeout. Well, as we have this timeout, I'm looking at the YouTube chat at the moment. But look at this little teardrop. The post-up. Seba Saiz, Eurobasket champion, going to work against Sean Long. And that's too easy. Well, magandang araw to all of our kaibigan from ang Pilipinas. And I want to know, I'm seeing right now, a lot of Gilas fans here. Well, Kaloy Kantoboy, at the moment, Daiki Tanaka is injured. We do not know when he will be returning. Again, we know how valuable he is to this ALVARK Tokyo team. But the word we have at the moment, Shuto Ando, there you can see just making the three-pointer from downtown. Well, again, I want to know at the moment, all the fans watching, I see we got a lot of Dwight Ramos fans. Dwight, one of the future franchise players of Gilas basketball. Vanitas, I'm not quite sure what it means, but you'll have to send me a DM on IG to let me know the translation for that one. Well, Brock Motum, the Australian international, will inbound this. Levanga Hokkaido now trailing by 3 points. Kakai Julia, yeah, that will be the plan, of course. Not quite sure which venue, but we will find out. When I know, I will let you know, of course. Laban Pilipinas. Sugoi. Making a penetration out. Cobbs uncontested again. You cannot leave Justin Cobbs wide open. Many years playing club basketball Montenegro here in Europe. one of the smoothest mid-range jump shooters. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO must change up the game plan. Long looking for a handoff now, trying to take on Seba Saiz. Bumping all the way, and again, a beautiful move. And Sean Long just taking Seba Saiz back to Escuela. School, as they would say in Spanish. Jamel Ranciman Salamat Belangel, one of the greatest, is Shuto Ando for three. Can't get it. Long with the rebounds. Akiyoshi Uena, got you, brother. As Ramos goes in, doesn't get it, hits a front iron, gets his own rebound. Long now down the middle, goes in like Dr. J. Well, that was George Gervin. Iceman. Fangarol going straight to the bucket. And all of a sudden now, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO trying to get back in this game. Cobbs another mid-range. Finally gets a miss. Well, that's his bread and butter. He likes to come off bull screens and pull up the mid-range jump shots. He's one of the best we've seen so far here in Europe. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO now. Penetration goes in all the way. Doesn't get the and one, but he'll go to the free throw line. Tumatagbo and Batang Lalaki going straight to the bucket. That is Tumatagbo. That's a nice little fang roll, but again, that looks like a baby Jimmy Alapag going straight to the bucket. The foul is on Shuto Ando. We'll check into the game now. Alex Kirk, again, just trying to make his presence heard. Trying to be a little bit more physical with this team down low. He needs to be a big presence, of course. Get a lot of rebounds. Just trying to battle as much as possible. Well, Shuto Terazono, baby Jimmy Alapag, making the second free throw and giving LEVANGA HOKKAIDO a 1-point lead. Backcourt pressure coming as Hiryu Okamoto checking into the game now here for ALVARK Tokyo. And there's a kick out in the corner. Okamoto, excuse me, my apologies. But good ball movement. Again, another wide open 3-3 is up, no good. The rebound secured. Dwight Ramos securing the board. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO with a 1-point lead, trying to build their confidence. Near 10 the shot clock now. Penetration goes in. Can't get it. And now ALVARK Tokyo can try to push this. The foul is going to be committed against Tsukasa Nakano. Well, that's going to be a problem here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, is trying to contain Justin Cobbs in the backcourt. Here's what happened. I did say Jimmy Alapag. Right now I'm making a comparison. Jimmy Alapag, Mighty Mouse, to Shuto Terazono. Not quite the same, but similar attributes, similar style, trying to make the penetrations. Again, suffocated defense. Cobb's been put under pressure, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Shot Reyes, Phil Gilas, I do not believe so. I haven't been asked, but again, I would love to, of course. It's all about getting the phone call and the email. 4:33 to go here in the first quarter. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, remember, bottom of the Eastern Conference. Very unlikely they'll be competing for the playoffs this season. But ALVARK Tokyo, Dwight Ramos, a little bit lackluster there with the ball in his hands. Good defense from Alex Kirk. Well, excuse me, the defense was actually Zach Baranski. As Alex Kirk is one of their centers. Baranski, of course, putting heavy pressure against Dwight Ramos. Ramos just needs to be a little bit more confident. And when he gets the ball, try and not look like he's trying to pass. Is now Samson Froling checking into the game. Lava Pilipinas. Ramos, three. Takes it. Uiana. Well, Kaibigan, Dwight Ramos stepping up big time. Well, that is a huge three. Well, anong oras nga ngayon? It is Dwight Ramos time. He's got to step up and hit a few of those tonight. And that's what you got to love about Dwight, coming off the ball screen, pulling up for three-pointer. And when he makes shots like that, his confidence can just go well with it. It's a timeout now. Let's go and listen to what these coaches have to say. But I want to know from you fans, who are you supporting? Are you supporting ALVARK Tokyo or are you supporting LEVANGA Hokkaido? Well, there is Abromaitis, one of the greatest coaches in the history of European basketball, the former Lithuanian coach, also with Rytas Vilnius. Well, currently there you can see Shuto Ando coming back to the court. Dwight Ramos needs to have a big game here tonight. He's got to be a factor. Remember, he only averages just under 11 points per game for Hokkaido LEVANGA. Now they're trying to put the full court pressure. Well, no foul's going to be called. But ALVARK Tokyo, no problem breaking down the press. LEVANGA Hokkaido going into 2-3 zone. Again, easy give and go there. Seba Saiz, and that's the price you pay if you want to go to a non-matchup defense. Simple 1-2 there between Seba Saiz and, of course, Alex Kirk. LEVANGA Hokkaido, they got to be a little bit stronger than that. Saiz comes up with it, and again, turning the ball over. ALVARK Tokyo. Chance to possibly tie the game up, but a foul has been committed. Well, they try to get the ball there to Sean Long, but again, as I mentioned, they've got to take care of the basketball. They cannot afford to throw. You know, ALVARK Tokyo, one of those teams that if you make mistakes, they'll make you pay. You get things right, of course, they'll still make you pay. So the margin for error is a little bit too small for ALVARK Tokyo. Again, uncontested, teardrop off the backboard, beautiful shot. And that is, again, the man of the hour, Shuto Ando. Well, John 3:16. You have a cousin called Austin. Is now Samson Froling going in. Little teardrop. Can't get it. The follow-up. Long goes up and he gets fouled. Count it. And he'll go to the free throw line. Well, Salamat showing Long on that one. Second chance points going in favor here for LEVANGA Hokkaido. Froling tried to go up, but they couldn't get it. But the big man not giving up on it. Well, change coming into the game here for ALVARK Tokyo is Reiju Sasakura checking into the backcourt, trying to give him a little bit more options. John 3:16. Laban Pilipinas. Puso, I hear you, brother. Mahilig ako sa Pilipinas. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. LEVANGA Hokkaido still leading by 3 points. There's the alley-oop. Again, a beautiful play. Goes up, gets rejected. Gets his own rebound, but can't get it. Well, Sean Long just said to Seba Saiz in Spanish, no in tu casa, not in your house. The foul has been committed. Well, currently, Ryoma Hashimoto playing in the backcourt. LEVANGA Hokkaido now, 3-point lead. Can they build on this one? They pull up for a three. Three's up, no good. Sean Long fighting for the offensive board. Thinking about taking the 3-point. This time he does go for it. Three is up, again no good. Back-to-back perimeter shots. Tokyo now trying to use their ball screens. Mid-range, still can't get it. Long doing a good job on the rebounds. Again, just effectively taking care of all the boards at the moment. Not allowing ALVARK Tokyo to have any offensive rebounds to prevent any second chance points. Puts up a circus shot. And that is Uwiana. I mean, that's a one-legged bank shot from 15 foot. Are you kidding me? Ryoma Hashimoto-san. 5-point lead to Levanga Hokkaido. Under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. ALVARK Tokyo trying to build in. Kirk mid-range takes it. Nothing but net. But this is a problem here. Levanga Hokkaido are just inviting too many wide open shots here for ALVARK Tokyo. And it's too easy. It's Alex Kirk tries to split the defense. Turns it over. Long almost came back up with it. Numbers in transition, but good recovery. Levanga Hokkaido making everything count in transition. Well, that's a poor transition play here because ALVARK Tokyo, this is a 3-on-1. They got to take care of the basketball. Credit to Ryoma Hashimoto for getting back and making himself a nuisance on defense. .121 to go here in the first quarter. Kirk trying to get him bound now, Froling. Both teams, one more foul to give here in the first quarter. They want to send each other the free throw line. They do have that foul to give. Going in with the elbow. Offensive foul. Great call. Well, trying to bully his way to the basket, but again, it defies the laws of basketball. Shuto Ando. That's going to be his second personal. I mean, going in with his elbow, he's got to be clever. John 3:16, I agree with you. Anang oras na ngayon. It is Dwight Ramos' time in this game, and he's got to play big. Well, Justin Cobb's coming back into the game here for ALVARK Tokyo. Trying to build the momentum now. Trying to get back in this. Only a 3-point ball game. But Levanga Hokkaido, one foul away from getting into the penalty. Brock Motum now relatively quiet. He's one of their top scorers. There's a kick out. Levanga Hokkaido, another little teardrop. Getting the roll, and that's going to be a goaltending violation. Well, Rose and Noleal is a Levanga Hokkaido. So, Magandang Araw Rose. And Mercy Pastoral says, go St. Dwight. Well, Dwight is a Saint, and when he's making three-pointers, I'd say he's more than St. Dwight. He's... there's anything you like at the end of the day. Dwight Ramos, product of the Ateneo University program where he played under the great Tab Baldwin. Five-point ball game now. Cobbs pulls up, mid-range, takes it, doesn't get it. The foul is going to be called against Levanga Hokkaido. Well, this one's on the box out. They called a hold there against Yuta Matsushita. Matsushita, yeah, again, he's holding him right away. No real attempt to box him out. And that's the right call from the officials. Well, another change coming from Levanga as Tsukasa Nakano comes back into the game. And also now coming in is Ryota Sakurai, checking in for the first time for Levanga Hokkaido. Currently a 5-point lead here. Team bottom of the Eastern Conference. Not much for them to play for this season with only 12 victories. With ALVARK Tokyo, excuse me, trying to catch up to Chiba Jets. They have 34 victories. The Jets with 38. The best team coached by John Patrick. And almost their closest rivals here in the B-League if you think about it. Well, Ian Dell, Magandang Araw po. Kamusta kaibigan? Shout out for Valenzuela, Pilipinas. As currently Justin Cobbs making the first free throw. Anthony Alcazar, Salamat po. Well, Justin Cobbs is currently the free throw line. Spent some time playing for KK Manaba in Montenegro, where he was naturalized, as I mentioned, for the national team. Now 24.3 seconds left. Levanga Hokkaido, if they're clever, they'll go for the very last shot here in the first quarter. Brock Motum, their top scorer, currently scoreless still. Ren Shimatani here on the ball in the backcourt. Trying to get things going. It takes a tough contested three. It's up. It's no good. An offensive rebound. It's the fifth foul, so it's going to be 2 free throws here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. The foul is going to be called against number... Well, interesting. I think they're going to call this one against... Well, that's a tough one in my mind. I think that was a good box out, but... 2 free throws coming here for Brock Motum, the Australian international. Well, if he misses it, you have to say Hindi. Well, had some good years playing in Europe. One of his most successful seasons was in Turkey when he played for Galatasaray, the Australian international. Makes that one with no problem. Well, Danodan Nana checking into the game for last few seconds now. ALVARK Tokyo, hesitation all the way, goes up, and again he missed a wide open layup. And that is the end of the first quarter. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO currently bottom of the Eastern Conference, playing against the second best here in the same conference. ALVARK Tokyo, 34 victories, sitting behind Chiba Jets. But an inspiring first quarter so far from the team from the northern island of Japan. Well, shout out to Joycelyn from Vienna. Guten Tag, wie geht's dir? Alles gut? And Tugboat saying, Brock, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. At the moment, Brock with only 1 free throw. Trying to get these going. But ladies and gentlemen, in the YouTube chat, let us know, who are you supporting? Are you supporting ALVARK Tokyo? Or are you supporting LEVANGA HOKKAIDO? A lot of LEVANGA HOKKAIDO fans because of Saint Dwight Ramos, the Gilas Pilipinas player who's had 1 3-pointer so far. We'll be back for the second quarter in just 1 minute. Oh, Joycelyn, sprechen Sie Deutsch. Ich liebe Austria. Welcome back now. Second quarter here. As Alawen Tuban says, she thinks HOKKAIDO will win this one. We're not kaibigan. Salamat po. Well, ALVARK Tokyo will have the first possession of the second quarter. Cubs now using 1 ball screen. Trying to go down the middle, kicks this one out. ALVARK Tokyo, 10 on the shot clock now. Got to get something going. Pulls up in the mid-range, way off the mark. And now they're trying to push this one. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, only a 4-point lead, 2-possession game. They must try to build on this momentum. Motum now, mid-range, takes it, doesn't get it. Falling, battling for their offensive rebound. Caught a triple team. Has to go to work here. It's going to be a 3-second violation. Well, shout out to Christian Charles Dianes. Magandang araw. Kamusta po? Hope you're well, Christian. Again, Again, still a 2-possession game here. As ALVARK Tokyo trying to get back in this one, trying to move the ball effectively. Cubs finding a gap now. Going behind the back, kicks out. Again, ALVARK Tokyo giving up wide open looks. Going up against Frawling. Step back. One-legged fade away. And Justin Cobbs stepping up big time. Leading the way right now here for ALVARK Tokyo. Cutting it down to a 2-point ball game. And without Dwight Ramos on the floor, the backcourt here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Again, looking not very confident with the ball in the hands. Now, if you're LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, you got to think, you got to put Dwight back in the game to give yourselves not only a scoring option, but just the ability to take care of the basketball. Well, I believe right now, Maybell has just asked what time is it in Japan. I'm in London right now, but the time in Japan, I believe, is 3:36 in the afternoon. So hello to Darwin Elaine Ibanez. Excuse me if I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Maganadao Darwin, hope you're well, my friend. Motem down. One-legged fadeaway. 2 misses now. Brock Motem can't get it going. Again, not being a scoring option does really affect LEVANGA HOKKAIDO in this game. The Cubs heavily defended, trying to break down this defense. Curling screens. Contact, foul. Remember, if you want to shout out, please put your full name in there. Again, some of the names I see on YouTube, I don't know if it's a real name or, but please give your full name. We're happy to give you a shout out, of course. Well, it's a little bit reckless defense there by Tsukasa Nakano. I mean, I understand he's trying to put ball pressure against Justin Cobbs, but he's not going to shoot 3-pointers from the half court. So you got to make sure you try to contain him instead of trying to shut him down, of course, because you're not going to shut down Justin Cobbs. He's too talented of a player. You got to defend him when there's enough space between you and him. So if he does try to shoot it, you can put a hand up, but also you don't commit any unnecessary fouls. You don't want to put him in the penalty too early. Cobbs can tie the game up with this free throw. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, ALVARK Tokyo locked in at 23 apiece. Second place ALVARK Tokyo here in the East versus bottom of the conference. Jones trying to back down, kicks out Dwight. Dwight step back, 3 is up. That's a good shot by Dwight Ramos, but he's got to keep going to it. St. Dwight back in the game. The man from Antonio played NCAA Division I, Division II. Kirk now, teardrop, can't get it. Again, a good rebound by Sean Long. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO can retake the lead. Zono trying to move the ball effectively. Again, good recovery defense and another turnover. Well, Brock Motem's got to try and roll to the basket a lot quicker. Well, shout out to Rai Edrazir. Shout out to you, my friend. Where are you from, my brother? Nice to meet you. Welcome to this game. At the moment, ALVARK Tokyo can retake the lead. Well, it's going to be an interesting end to the B-League this season. Chiba Jets becoming the favorites, many are saying at the moment, to maybe win the championship. Last season, they were knocked off the throne by Utsunomiya Brex. And Tokyo ALVARK will have something to say about the two-time champions of 2018 and 19. And Kirk turns it over, and a foul has been committed. Well, that's going to be the first team foul here of the second quarter against ALVARK Tokyo. Well, Kirk just having butterfingers right. I mean, that bass was like a hot tamale in his hand. Well, for those joining right now, the question we're getting in the live chat is, who is the stronger team, ALVARK Tokyo or LEVANGA HOKKAIDO? LEVANGA HOKKAIDO currently bottom of the Eastern Conference. The B-League has 24 teams split into 3 conferences, East, West, Central. These 2 teams are currently in the East. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, bottom of the East, is Dwight now. Teardrop throws it down. Magandanga B, good night. Well, the assist coming from St. Dwight, finding Long. Well, shout out to Joshua German. Welcome here, my friend. 2-point lead to Levanga Hokkaido. St. Dwight fine and showing long on the lob. Again, another good hands. Long comes up with a steal. Now Levanga Hokkaido will slow this one down in transition. Dwight now trying to put the moves on. Has a mismatch against Seba Saiz, but a foul has been committed. And the foul is going to be called against Gen Hiraiwa. Now, going back to what I was saying, of course, the difference between these two teams, Levanga Hokkaido do have a 2-point lead, but the favorites would say that Tokyo ALVARK. There's the throwdown. That is Magandangabi. Good night. There's a little Euro step, goes in, and Uia now one more time. Well, this guy's just putting on a clinic at the moment. And again, Shuta Terazono putting the moves on. Well, this guy just doing it on all ends of the floor at the moment. I mean, look at him curl the screen now. Little Japanese Euro step, Fangirl. Salamat arigato gozaimasu. I like that. The little Euro Japanese step. The Nihongo step, as I like to call that one. We use the bull screen effectively there from Brock Motum. Well, this is good for Levanga Hokkaido because at some point in this game, ALVARK Tokyo are going to make a run. That's going to be the storm for Levanga Hokkaido. When that happens, they want to have a big lead at some point because, you know, Adomaitis, the Lithuanian coach here for ALVARK Tokyo, his team are really going to use the momentum in front of this sellout crowd here. We're expecting about 6,000 fans here in Tokyo. This team was created in 1948 under Toyota, rebranded many times, but joined the B.LEAGUE in 2016, winning back-to-back championships in 2018 and 2019. Well, Golden Jays, I got to agree with you. That Euro Nihongo step was beautiful. But now ALVARK Tokyo getting some open looks here, not taking the three-pointers too quickly in transition, trying to settle into the game. Good defense from Hokkaido. St. Dwight just trying to make himself a nuisance in the backcourt. Well, shout out to the Cristobal family from New Jersey. 3 is up. 3 is good. And again, beautifully tucked away. And that's what Shuto Ando needs to do here tonight for his team. Cutting it down a 1-point ball game. Just under 5.5 here in the second quarter. Levanga Hokkaido, Brock Motum hasn't scored yet so far. Penetration, teardrop, getting it off the backboard. Making it look easy. And Ryoma Hashimoto-san. You like these little teardrops that the Hokkaido Levanga players just using the backboard very effectively as Alex Kirk checks back into the game for ALVARK Tokyo. Trying to deal with the full court pressure. ALVARK Tokyo potentially a 1 possession away from tying this game up. Coming off 1 ball screen, kicking this out. Seba Saiz trying to post up, gets rejected. St. Dwight Ramos with the block. Well, show me the replay of Dwight Ramos's rejection on Seba Saiz. Well, Frolin looking to post up here, looking to try to get a handoff. Go for another little give and go. This guy is shooting the lights out. Somebody call the electricians. Ryoma Hashimoto-san. Well, please put the speed dial for the local electrician here at the Tokyo Arena because Hashimoto shooting the lights out. But look at Dwight Ramos. Well, there was a 3-pointer. And I want to go to that block shot. Ramos just said, "Get the hell out of my house." Well, deep three-pointer come from Shuto Ando. Well, Dwight Ramos said, "Sayonara, ayasumi nasai, magadan gabi, pa'alam, just goodbye, get out of here." Rejected. Well, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO with a 5-point lead, just holding on to a very slender margin here against ALVARK Tokyo. One of the favorites to win the B.LEAGUE championship this season is ALVARK Tokyo. But at the moment, they're being tested by Dwight Ramos and Sean Long. Well, can ALVARK Tokyo respond here? Can they get a possession? I think there's a slight delay in game because of the shot clock. So it's going to be a sideline possession here to ALVARK Tokyo. Remember, well, actually, that was a foul. Actually, there's no problem with the shot clock. I think the official was right to call the foul on that one. Slap over the head. ALVARK Tokyo now curling the screen. Takes a mid-range, doesn't get it. Hits the top of the backboard, but Sean Long taking care of the rebounds. Again, a wasted opportunity. They turn it over, and ALVARK Tokyo unable to take care of the basketball. Well, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO making the first mistake of not coming up with a loose ball, but you know, ALVARK Tokyo, when they come up with a steal, they got to take care of it. I mean, that's good hands by Alex Cook. Right idea by Dwight Ramos, but again, it was just too predictable. Shuta Terazono inbounding this one here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Being heavily guided by Baranski, trying to make the penetration. Nowhere to go. Takes a tough fadeaway, doesn't get it. Well, the movement by LEVANGA HOKKAIDO on that offense, not good enough. Forcing Dwight to take a very tough shot, of course. Potentially a two-possession game for ALVARK Tokyo. The foul is going to be called, and that's going to be the third team foul against HOKKAIDO. But one thing these two teams don't want to do, they don't want to pick up any silly fouls, of course. They just gift each other the chance to get back in this one. Got to take care of the basketball. Got to be clever. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. ALVARK Tokyo, another three. Three is up, no good. Sebasai's battling for offensive rebounds, turning around, and again, muchos gracias. Well, Sebasai is winning the FIBA Eurobasket this summer with the Spanish national team. The assistant coach was Luis Hill, the former Shiga Lake Stars head coach. Going around screens, can't get it. Nobody going in for an offensive board. Neither Froling nor Sean Jones. Depth is going to be an issue for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Not as many rotation players as ALVARK Tokyo. Again, coming off a ball screen. Saeed's taking this game over. Back-to-back possessions. Cutting it down to a one-point ball game. And all of a sudden, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they call timeout. With 3:06 to go, still leading by 1 point, 31-30, against the second team here in the Eastern Conference of the B-League. Well, basketball fans, where are you watching right now? Let us know in the YouTube live chat. Are you watching in Japan, the Philippines, in Europe, the United States, Canada? Where are you watching this live game, and who are you supporting? Are you supporting ALVARK Tokyo, or are you supporting LEVANGA HOKKAIDO of Saint Dwight Ramos? Charez Phil Gilas. Si hablo un poquito español y yo conozco Seba Saiz. Seba Saiz is actually my kaibigan. I know him personally. He's a very nice guy. So, oops, made you look watching from the North Pole. Please say hello to Santa Claus for me. So we got fans in the United States. Vilit from USA. Holy She from Indonesia. Lilia Ramos, Magandang from Los Angeles, California, supporting Dwight. And Eileen Chio Xin Tao M. Khoe Khom from Vietnam. And also from South Korea. So Connie watching from South Korea. And Olwain watching from Cagayan de Oro, Pilipinas. Well, welcome everybody. 1-point lead to Hokkaido LEVANGA. Trying to get a post-up with Jones. Jones got it by Seba Saiz. Trying to spin. A traveling violation. Whoa. Oops, made you look. Salamapo. And CP watching from Louisiana. Welcome to everybody. Also, Indiko Pogi watching from Kuwait. A lot of Dwight Ramos fans. Well, ALVARK Tokyo, with under 3 minutes here, chance to retake the lead. Red and Floyd Mora from Saudi Arabia, welcome. And there you have it, ALVARK Tokyo regain the lead. And they go on a 6-0 run here, after trailing by 5 points. LEVANGA Hokkaido need a score here, need to build their confidence. And here's a post-up now, Frawling. Going in, contact, no foul calls, good defense. Cobb's back into the game, can try to push the tempo, build the lead. Saiz, another teardrop, doesn't get this one. Almost got tipped in by Frawling into his own basket. And LEVANGA Hokkaido survived a little scare. But can they retake the lead? No St. Dwight on the floor. No Ramos time. Frawling trying to go all the way, bumping. Again, turning it over again. And that's going to be the last team foul for LEVANGA Hokkaido to commit here in the second quarter. Their fourth one. 1:47 to go. ALVARK Tokyo putting all sorts of pressure, making LEVANGA Hokkaido choke. And there's again Hiraiwa. Well, Primo watching from Burat City, Philippines. And Sasya watching from the UAE, supporting Hokkaido. And Lita Veloria watching from the Philippines as well. So welcome everybody. And Sheena also watching in Gilas. I tell you right now, I think after this game, I live in London right now. When this game is over, I'm going to Jollibee. I need some Jollibee. The greatest fast food restaurant we have in the world. I love Jollibee. Mahilig ako sa Jollibee. Cobbs now, mid-range, takes it. 1-point lead. Make it a 3-point lead. JC coming out ready to play. It just winks at the defender to say, you cannot guard me. Eileen Kondiman watching from South Korea. 3-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo. Brock Moten hasn't scored. Pick and pop three, still can't get it. Jones going for an offensive rebound. Third team foul called against ALVARK Tokyo. Well, Brock Moten's got to step up and hit some three-pointers tonight. Give them some opportunities in the backcourt. LEVANGA Hokkaido need more scoring options at the moment. But 2 free. Well, this is interesting because I felt that Jones went for the rebound, but they're going to call a shooting foul, so he will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, Sean Long, currently the free throw line from Morgan City, Louisiana, went to the University of Louisiana, played for the Philadelphia 76ers, and also played in the KBL. Well, that's to be possession, I believe, back to LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. And you can hear Adam Mites is infuriated with his players' inability to get the rebound. So baseline ball for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO because they're not in the penalty. But any more fouls from ALVARK Tokyo or LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they'll be sending each other to the free throw line with 1:08 to go here in the second quarter. Terazono now trying to use a ball screen. Again, out of control, throwing it away almost. 1 second now, Brock's got to shoot it. Puts up a circus shot. Oh my goodness! Oh baby! Almost like SJ Bell in hell. Salamat Brock. Right at the end of the shot clock. Well, cutting it back down to a 1-point ball game. ALVARK Tokyo maybe could go 2 for 1. Cobbs now mid-range, takes it, fires it. Again, Justin Cobbs taking it over in the backcourt. Simply unstoppable. Still a 3-point ball game. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, yeah, not really getting things going fluently in their offense. They can have the last shot here in the first half. Long sets a ball screen. Throws a lob. Goes up with it. No foul calls. Good defense. Cobbs now can throw this up. 3 is up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, ALVARK Tokyo retake the lead as they lead by 3 points. 36-33 against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. ALVARK Tokyo second in the Eastern Conference with 34 victories at the moment. Well, I think a technical foul may be called against Sean Long. I'm only guessing this because of the way the reaction he's looked at the referees, which, if he has been given a technical, ALVARK Tokyo will get 1 free throw at the beginning of the third quarter. Well, basketball fans watching here in the live YouTube stream, we'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the first half, but I would say go get a drink, go get something to eat, maybe go get some Jolly B. We'll be back in just under 20 minutes for this B.LEAGUE game matchup between LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, the visitors, and ALVARK Tokyo. Second best team here in the Eastern Conference of the B.LEAGUE. Welcome back, Basel fans. Second half of this B-League fixture between our hosts, ALVARK Tokyo, currently leading this one by 3 points against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, HOKKAIDO with only one 3-point field goal. ALVARK Tokyo with 2. Well, the one coming for LEVANGA was from St. Dwight Ramos, 4 for 7 from the free throw line. ALVARK Tokyo haven't missed a free throw so far this evening. Not a lot to separate these two teams apart from the one 3-pointer. Well, the rebound's going in favor of the hosts, of course. Well, the visitors having that one outcome against them could be a key difference tonight. Let's see, all about second chance points there is Adomaitis, the Lithuanian head coach for ALVARK Tokyo. His first time coaching in Japan, Shito Ando with 8 points, St. Dwight with only 3. He'll probably need to get things going a bit better to give LEVANGA HOKKAIDO a chance of maybe trying to win this one. But we'll find out as this game progresses on. At the moment, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, bottom of the Eastern Conference. While ALVARK Tokyo sitting in second place behind the best team in the B-League this year, John Patrick's Chiba Jets, looking to retake the championship after being knocked out last season by Utsunomiya Brex. Remember, it was Seba Saiz, the ALVARK Tokyo player who played for the Chiba Jets in 2021, when they defeated Utsunomiya Brex in a third-game series to win the B-League championship for the first time. Now joining ALVARK Tokyo, winning the championship in 2018 and 2019 since the commencement of the B-League in 2016. Well, Japanese basketball, professional basketball here with 3 conferences, 24 teams, East, West, and Central. This is an Eastern Conference matchup. HOKKAIDO LEVANGA with 12 victories, currently bottom of the East against 34 victories. ALVARK Tokyo in second place. But my word, Japanese basketball quickly becoming one of the best professional basketball leagues in international hoops. Japan will be a joint host venue this summer for the 2023 FIBA World Cup, along with Indonesia and Gilas, Pilipinas. Well, we have some Philippine basketball fans in the live chat tonight. Now, a technical foul was called. I was right. Now, I said at the end, of the first half, Sean Long, I think he got called for a technical because he was unhappy for not getting a foul called against him. And Justin Cobbs does knock down the free throw. Tokyo with the first possession of the second half, and now a 4-point lead off that free throw. Well, there's a deep 3. 3 is up, no good. That goes out of bounds, but that will be ALVARK Tokyo ball. Well, the home team only making 2 3-pointers. Well, Ozin Strakti, Merhaba, Nabed, Nasılsın Arkadaşım, watching from Thailand. Goes in, count it, and he gets the and 1. So he'll go to the free throw line here for the 3-point play. And not the start LEVANGA HOKKAIDO need here against ALVARK Tokyo. But that's too easy there. And that's going to be Dwight Ramos' second personal foul. I mean, who's getting in front of him? I mean, if Zach Baranski just bullies his way straight to the basket, nobody bumps him or tries to stop him for that matter. Unable to connect on the 3-point play still. Surmountable lead here in favor of ALVARK Tokyo. 6-point ball game. Well, Primo watching for Kantutan City in the Philippines. Welcome, my friend. But another poor pass as Seba Saiz comes up with it. And Adomaitis wanting the unsportsmanlike foul, but again, need to understand that the call is a little bit different here in the B-League. If you're used to watching European basketball, that would probably be identified as an unsportsmanlike, but Dwight Ramos throwing the ball away, making no attempt to take care of it whatsoever. Sideline of Tokyo now, trying to get things going. Another foul's going to be called. Well, this one's going to be called against Tsukasa Nakano there. Heavy defense. Well, let us know in the live YouTube chat. Where are you watching currently? Who are you supporting? Cobbs kicks out now. There's a deep 3. 3 is up, and again, no good. Brock Moten with the rebound, but now LEVANGA HOKKAIDO need to push this one in transition. Need to really try and push the tempo as much as possible. Ramos now looking for a penetration. Puts a little teardrop at St. Dwight, getting his second field goal. And that's how Dwight needs to play. Got to be an option in the backcourt for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, the Antonio University player. And there is Cobbs hitting the front iron, but getting his own rebound. Well, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO had their very last donut, and oh my goodness! Sean Long said goodbye with the rejection. Well, when you're in the Philippines, you say paalam, goodbye, sayonara here in Japan. Trying to go with the same backdoor cut. The mid-range is up. The mid-range beautifully tucked away. The jump shot made by Shito Ando, the Japanese national team player. Brock Motum still scoreless. St. Dwight, another three-pointer. Well, Dwight Ramos just cooking up a little bit of Jolly B at the moment. Finding his confidence in this game. Hits his second treble, cutting it down to a three-point ball game. If Dwight gets cooking, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they play a little bit better. And he only had 3 points in the first half. Curls off one screen now. Cobbs, he'll take the mid-range, and that's too easy. And again, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO have to change how they defended the pick and roll. And just to Cobbs here tonight. Again, in the lane, again, beautifully getting things going. A little bit of baby ALVARK out there. Jimmy time. Cobbs now coming off one screen. Going all the way. Simple fang roll, but where is the defense? LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, their defense nowhere to be seen at the moment. Again, that's a tough one there because now they have... making the... That's the problem with Justin Cobbs. I mean, when he plays or Montenegro or KK Manaba, you know, this kind of defense, Sean Long has got to come out and help on that one. I mean, it's just too tough. I mean, this is way too uncontested. Having a finger roll, Brock Motum being held off there. They got to do better than that one. Well, Chart Reyes, Phil Gilas currently in the live YouTube stream. Konnichiwa, my friend, how are you? Johnny, shout out to Johnny, watching from the Philippines. Well, there was a mid-range shot by Shito Ando, the Japanese national team player, played at the FIBA Asia Cup this summer. Probably going to see him play for Tom Havas's team at the 2023 FIBA World Cup, which will be hosted in Okinawa, Japan, Manila, Pilipinas, and in Indonesia. Gerald Banico, who does not know Mighty Mouse? Jimmy ALVARK, one of the greatest players in the history of not only Gilas Pilipinas, but also FIBA Asia Cup basketball. And look at St. Dwight here. Dwight's got to have the confidence. Make contact. Teardrop. Beautiful play. And again, Dwight in the corner, making a big three-pointer. And I'll ask you the question. Anong oras na ngayon? Right now, it's got to be Dwight time. Mabuhay Dwight. Mahilig ako sa Dwight Ramos. He's got to play. Come on, Dwight. A little bit of puso out there. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO trailing by 5 points. Again, not a lot of movement in their offense. There's another deep shot. No good. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. And Brock Motum very static there. Sean Long just needs a little bit of help on the boards. Five-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo. There's a penetration. Again, throws it down. Well, Seba Saiz just said, buenas noches. Good night. That was too easy. Now it's a 7-point lead in. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO currently bottom of the Eastern Conference. ALVARK Tokyo second, following up against Chiba Jets. Long trying to post up. Contact goes up. Counted right at the end of the shot clock. That's a nice little play there from Sean Long. Again, maybe an option they've got to go to in the low block because apart from Dwight Ramos in the backcourt, at the the moment, not a lot of scoring options. Brock Motum still with only the one field goal. And again, Cobbs wide open, taking a gamble. Size of the offensive rebound. Well, I got to tell you right now, if you're watching on the YouTube live stream, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO just finished all their donuts, but nobody called box out. Another turnover now. What do we have here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, look out below. Again, makes the layup. Dwight Ramos unable to get the block shot. And now it's a 9-point ball game. All starts with the defense. The defense coming from Justin Cobbs. Well, now we got another chat rares in the chat from Vietnam. Xin chào. Anh nói tiếng Việt. Another turnover, and again, Sean Long trying to set it. He's got a technical foul. He's got to calm down. He doesn't want to pick up another technical. Now, in the live YouTube chat, Von Sabido just said, Sean Long, you are correct. Former Philadelphia 76ers player. He did play for the Philadelphia 76ers. That was right after playing in their G League team. But at the moment, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO already with 14 fouls. Any more, they'll be sending ALVARK Tokyo to the free throw line. So it's not been a good third quarter for the team from the northern island of Japan. And that has a 15 foul, so it's going to be 2 free throws for ALVARK Tokyo. It's just going from bad to worse here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. The foul is on Yuta Matsushita. But this is a problem they've had. They haven't been able to defend the pick and roll here with Justin Cobbs. Oh, we've got some more people coming over from, I imagine, been watching the the Kai Soto game for the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Yi Nguyen, bố của anh là người Việt. Anh như Đà Nẵng. Ngày mai anh đi tham quan Đà Nẵng. So we have some Vietnamese basketball fans also here. Well, now it's a 10-point ball game, double-digit lead. Justin Cobbs has been leading the way so far for ALVARK Tokyo. Very dominant scoring performance. Already 24 points for Justin Cobbs. He can go to 25 if he makes his free throw. Shout out to Mario Monsanto currently here in the live YouTube chat. And also to Yobe Vlog from Makati City, Philippines. Magandang araw po. Well, looks like Kai Soto in his game for Hiroshima. Only 4 points, but 9 rebounds, 6 assists. So almost had a double-double from not even scoring that many points, but also not a bad game for Dwight. That's only the first team foul for ALVARK Tokyo in this game. Ramos with the ball. Ramos now looking to isolate here. Contact goes up, and that's much better for Dwight. Dwight going to the free throw line. Again, the thing I like about Dwight Ramos' game is that he reads his defense very well. Again, doesn't try to predetermine what he wants to do. Looks at what options he gets, and this is a clever move because, okay, maybe he's not quicker, but the contact there just gets into the free throw line, and that's how you got to break defenses down. Put him into foul trouble. That's something he learned in his days at the FIBA Asia level when he was playing for Tab Baldwin at Ateneo University in the Philippines. Makes the first free throw. Salamat, Dwight. Make them both, baby. Cảm ơn Yi Nguyen. Makes them both, cutting it down to a 9-point ball game. Substitution provisional. Dwight Ramos leaving the game, excuse me. And shout out to John Gonzalez from Tonga. And shout out to Rad Brat from Los Angeles. Again, if you want to shout out, let us know live on the YouTube chat. And who are you supporting? I want to know, basketball fans, where are you currently watching? Are you watching in the Philippines, Japan, anywhere in Asia, Europe, or the United States? Cobbs all the way, doesn't get it. Kirk with the offensive rebound, too easy at the moment. And again, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO giving away way too many offensive rebounds. And now they're going to call timeout. They find themselves down by 11 points. So during this timeout, please let us know, where are you watching currently? Are you watching in Japan, Philippines, Anywhere else in Asia? Are you watching in Europe? We've had some fans watching in Austria. Or are you watching in the United States, Canada, Central, or South America? Currently, I'm commentating this game in London at the moment. Well, there for Cobbs getting to the basket. But look, nobody putting a body on Alex Cook. That's what I'm talking about. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they finished their last donut, but nobody calls box out. And that's a problem. That's a big, big problem for them tonight. Nods TV watching from Shanghai, China. Ni hao. Well, thank you to Rolando Prudente Jr., Salamat po. So we got people watching from Qatar. Sunshine watching in Japan. Marcel Naranjo from Qatar. Talking music from the Philippines. Welcome, everybody. Also, I want to know right now, for all the Philippine basketball fans watching, who is your favorite? So 2 questions for you. Who is your favorite Filipino player playing in Japan in the B-League now? And who is your favorite Japanese player? So I've got a lot of favorite players. When it comes to Japanese players, too many. Shuto Ando currently playing for ALVARK Tokyo is one of my favorites. Yuki Togashi as well. Kishimoto for the Ryoku Golden Kings. A lot of great players. Antonio Villatoro watching from the USA. Rex Vision, I currently live in London. A lot of fans from the Philippines. A lot of friends, A lot of friends. That's what I meant to say. I don't have many fans. Well, there's the penetration now. Brock Motum again. Only 3 points so far in the game. Needs to get things going. Long now. This time takes the mid-range. Right in the face of Cook. And nothing but net. A little bit of a facial there for Alex Cook. Sean Long. Remember, he picked up the technical, but he does have 15 points here tonight. Keeping it to single digits. 9-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo. Well, Jerry Flores watching in New Zealand at Christchurch. Another open 3. 3 is up. 3 is good. And again, just tucking that one away perfectly. Shuto Ando, the Japanese national team player, in the lane. And Long just gives it a bit of a throwdown with a 2-handed jam. Again, with a bit of authority on that one. You got to like that play. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. Many fans here typing their favorite players. But Brock Motum, again, a silly foul to give away because now it's going to be 2 free throws for ALVARK Tokyo. And that was a very careless foul to give away. We also have some fans watching from Thailand. So Daniel P. watching from Thailand. Sawadee ka. That's the only Thai I know, but Motum, the Australian international, will go to the bench, take a breather. So Nods TV, yes, I currently am working with the Basketball Champions League and also the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, currently at the free throw line is Sebasais. Remember, he won the FIBA Eurobasket this summer along with Juancho Hernan Gomez for Spain. If you don't know who that is Bo Cruz from the movie Hustle, where the man at the free throw line, Sebasais, was his teammate this summer. Well, Chart Reyes says his favorite B-League play is Makoto Hiyajima of Utsunomiya Brex. And I might have to agree with you. He's one of the best shooters here in the B-League. Also plays for Akatsuki's 5. 12-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo. Trying to find Frolin. Again, throws it away and another turnover. Trying to go down the lane now. Look for a kick out in the corner. ALVARK Tokyo moving the ball effectively. Trying to get a wide open look. Coming off another ball screen. Bit of a reach there. Now they come up with numbers. You got to make the most of the transition. Ends up in the end. A beautiful fast break from LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. But where does it start? It starts with the defense. Great defense by Koyo Takahashi. Coming up with a steal, but also finishing very effectively in a 2-on-1. Now Takahashi got his hands, came up with a loose ball, He didn't have the steal. But look how he finishes with the layup. But the problem for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they committed way too many fouls. Well, Kawaii Potatoes. Yuki Kawamura, yep, very good player as well. What about Kanemaru? I mean, Kanemaru, in my mind, is probably the greatest three-point shooter we have in Japan at the moment. Well, there you see the standings right there. Only 12 victories at the moment for Hokkaido. Not the worst in the B-League. Obviously, that goes to Niigata Albirex and the Shiga Lake Stars, where Kifa Ravenna is currently playing. But they are currently up against the second-best team here in the East in Tokyo ALVARK. We have 34 victories. As I mentioned, currently behind the Chiba Jets, coached by John Patrick and led by Yuki Togashi. We have the record now for most wins in a row in a B-League season. Chiba looking to take back the championship after being dethroned last season by Utsunomiya Brex. Well, Joe Bud, I've done FIBA Eurobaskets. I was at the 2019 FIBA World Cup. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you so much for your support. But again, basketball fans, I want to know, let me know in the live YouTube chat, which team do you want to win this game? ALVARK Tokyo or LEVANGA Hokkaido? Now, I know we have a lot of Dwight Ramos fans here tonight. Saint Dwight, as he's called. 2:37 to go here in the third quarter. ALVARK Tokyo still leading by double digits. Neither team really getting things going from the perimeter, but it's been points in the paint here in the third quarter. It was only a 3-point ball game at halftime. Give a go play again. Seba Saiz, a little bit. Again, another offensive board. Coming up with it. Saiz was trying to put everybody on a poster. 4 on the shot clock now. Finds Kirk. And Kirk goes in with an easy little dunk. LEVANGA Hokkaido's defense choking under intense pressure. Antonio Villatoro, he wants Tokyo to win. And I see a lot of LEVANGA Hokkaido fans probably down to St. Pat. Mingtata wants Hokkaido coming from Thailand. So Sawadika, welcome. Gets a silly push-off there and another careless turnover for LEVANGA Hokkaido. Without Dwight Ramos in the backcourt, doesn't really give him a lot of options. $1:53 to go here in the third quarter. Well, Michael Carreon, you're right. Juma Fajardo, one of the greatest in PBA history, 6-time MVP. Joe Bird, I may have to agree with you right now. They're probably lacking another big player and maybe just another scorer on the perimeter. But I think the problem with LEVANGA Hokkaido is confidence in the backcourt. Turning the ball over too many times is now. You can see Zach Baransky will go to the free throw line. Well, Baby Van Yo Anoz says Morocco Bolts, best team in the PBA. I liked him when they had Raymond Almazan. Rackarol was his nickname. I met Raymond in 2019. Nice guy, actually. Good player. 1:44 to go in the third quarter. Back to a 12-point ball game. St. Dwight coming back into the game. Brock Moten, the Australian international. Relatively quiet game for him tonight. He's one of their top scorers. Trying to get things going now. Hashimoto coming off one screen. Kicks out, they go for another three. 3 is up, no good. And another foul against Brock Moten. This is going to be another 2 free throws for ALVARK Tokyo. And this is the problem here. What LEVANGA Hokkaido is doing is just sending him to the free throw line. Oh, it's definitely a foul. There's no arguments. No complaints whatsoever. And Brock Moten, they need him right now. He's got to show a little bit more composure. Baransky at the free throw line. Well, Zach Baransky was actually born in Japan in Tojiki in Nasu, went to Tokai University, has played for ALVARK Tokyo since 2005, so almost a native for that matter. Makes them both now. 15-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo, completely running away with this one here in the third quarter. Ramos on the point guard duties. Can he get something going? No foul called. Trying to get a handoff now. 11 on the shot clock. Dwight. Shaking, baking, step back, three-pointer. Doesn't get it. And Dwight just unable to get it going from the perimeter there. I mean, it's a good look, but at the moment, there's not a lot going here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Potential 2 for 1 for ALVARK Tokyo. Trying to get a score here with Justin Cobb's pick and roll with Alex Cook. If they get a stop down the other end and get the last shot. There's a three in the corner. No good, but another offensive board. That's been the story of the night for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Unable to secure the rebounds. Cobb's now finding Kirk under the basket. On the kick out. Had a wide open look. Step through three. Takes it. That's going to go over the backboard. But what would you expect? Another offensive board. And again, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, I mean, it's been disappointing for them from the rebound perspective. And that Cobbs just punishes them. Well, yeah, if you don't take care of the rebounds, you just invite them to have every opportunity. Right now. Got to get something going. Draws a foul, and that's going to be only the third team foul. So 2.3 seconds left. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO will try to get one last shot. So LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, enough time to get a dribble off. And Dwight will inbound us. Brock modes him on the floor with... Well, Brock now got to get something going. And Brock steps through, takes one too many steps, but it won't go off in time. And that's the end of the third quarter. ALVARK Tokyo were leading by 3 points, but now they find themselves up by 17. It's been a very tough third quarter here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Justin Cobbs, the new addition this season in the B.LEAGUE after spending many years playing in Europe, naturalized by Montenegro. And just look at the sellout crowd we have here in the ALVARK Tokyo Arena. I mean, a beautiful occasion. ALVARK Tokyo trying to make a statement to get themselves back into B.LEAGUE Championship contention. We'll find out. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just under a minute. But let us know, where are you watching currently in the world? Where are you watching? Are you in the Philippines? Are you in Japan? Are you in Europe or the United States? But who are you supporting? Are you supporting ALVARK Tokyo or are you supporting LEVANGA HOKKAIDO? We'll be back in 1 minute. Well, shout out to Laro TV watching from Qatar, supporting Dwight Ramos. Welcome. Roger watching from the Philippines. And Noah Chadwick watching from New York City, the Big Apple. Sienda watching from Melbourne, Australia. Well, Sienda is supporting Tokyo ALVARK. And everyone at the moment, the majority of fans, supporting Papa Dwight Ramos. St. Dwight. Well, going for our last quarter here, down by 17 points. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. The disappointing thing for them is giving away way too many rebounds. Dune watching from the Los Angeles. Akoko watching from the Philippines. And lost his travels watching from Perth, Australia, but another turnover. And that's been the story of the second half here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. It's just been a Catastrophic third quarter for them. They really haven't been getting things going. It's really tough to say how you think they're going to get back in this game. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO only scored 17 points in the third quarter, and they lost that quarter 31-17. 14-point deficit. That was too many points to give away. HOKKAIDO watching from Israel. אתה מדבר עברית? אני אוהב ישראל. There's a post-up now. Sai's turned around again. A beautiful little jump hook. Muchos gracias. Tough play by Seba Saiz. He won the B.LEAGUE Championship in 2021 with the Chiba Jets. Nice little give and go, but Brock Modem. The right idea there, but Frolling unable to catch it. That's another LEVANGA HOKKAIDO turnover, and that's been the story, as we mentioned. Well, I feel like we need to bring the blur into this one. Cobbs pulls up for three, takes it, nothing but net by JC Justin Cobbs. And he has been cooking tonight. He has been having one hell of a game. Well, Cobbs now has 30 points this evening, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Brock Modem for 3, can't get it. Cobbs with the confidence now, but again, you gotta ask the defense here from LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. They've just allowed him way too many wide open shots. I mean, look how he comes off the ball screen. Too much time, too much space. You've either got to switch it, bump it, or fight around it quicker, but you cannot allow Justin Cobbs too many open looks. Shitoando now, another play. Trying to dish up, turning it over. And now LEVANGA HOKKAIDO has got to capitalize. And Dwight Ramos goes in. Beautiful finish by Papa St. Dwight. Uyana. Love the transition play there from the Antonio University player. Well, Joycelyn, you're absolutely right here because LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they started the game off very well. They had 5- and 6-point leads against ALVARK Tokyo. Seba Saiz traveling with the basketball, turning it over. But they haven't been able to get things going in the second half. The third quarter was catastrophic, losing by 14 points. Trying to get things going now. Dwight here. Got a carry in violation called, and it's turnovers like that just kill the confidence of this team. When you're trying to build momentum, trying to build the identity on offense. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO haven't done themselves any favors by just carelessly giving the ball away. Well, timeout is going to be called. I want to know from the basketball fans here supporting Dwight Ramos, how do you think Gilas Pilipinas, so it's a question to all the Philippine basketball fans watching this game right now, how will the Philippines do this summer at the 2023 FIBA World Cup when they host it along with Japan and Indonesia? While you answer that question, there you can see, as I mentioned, 34 victories for ALVARK Tokyo behind Chiba Jets. Chiba Jets, I mean, they have been phenomenal this season. No arguments, they're the greatest team in the B-League. And that was their last defeat that you can see on the right. But Guma Crane Thunders, it's going to be very tough. I mean, they can only really play for the wild card. But the B-League playoffs, they are going to be fun to watch as we draw to an end of the 2022-23 regular season of the Japanese B-League. So Joe Bird says, going to my question about Philippines that they'll do the FIBA World Cup, depends on the final lineup. So that's a very good point you make there, Joycelyn. They do need to play as a team, but I think by judging the last game against Lebanon in the last window, Gilas, they need to be a dominant three-point shooting team if they're going to compete, but I think they have a good team to go into the World Cup this summer. Cobbs being heavily defended. Switch on defense. Foul is going to be called on the ground. So the first team foul against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO here in the fourth quarter. Comes now. Got it by Brock Moten. Mid-range takes it, doesn't get it. And Ramos can't secure the rebound. That goes out of bounds. A costly turnover for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Baseline ball. Justin Cobbs will inbound this one. Bransky just checking back into the game for ALVARK Tokyo. 20-point lead to the host. No one else will have this game. The fake pass, the dish shot. Oh, you gotta love it. That's B.E.A. Beautiful basketball by Shuto Ando with the ball fake. Threw off the entire defense, sent him into the VIP section. Just went in with a little floater. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO trailing by 22. Deep shot in the corner, no good. No offensive rebound. Cobbs looking to throw down. Finding Seba Saiz. Counted! And he gets the M1. Saiz going to the free throw line for the three-point play. Dominating on both ends of the floor. Cobbs finding and getting the seal-off against St. Dwight. That's too easy. Well, Alex Kerr coming back into the game for ALVARK Tokyo, but this game, more or less, well, 7 minutes is not over, but the problem is you just got to ask the question, where's the confidence coming from? Ramos at the moment, somebody's asked about his stats, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists for St. Dwight. I mean, every time he gets the ball, he's looked good with the ball in his hands, but just hasn't really tried to be enough scoring threat. As kicks this one out. Frawling, it's like getting away with a travel, but in the end, maybe he got the finish. I think he's laughing there because he knows he got away with it. Cutting it down to a 23-point ball game. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. For them, it's about pride now. They got to finish strong. Kirk with the mid-range. Takes it, fires it. Again, it's just been way too wide open. ALVARK Tokyo on every jump shot. White now finding Frawling again, trying to post up, splits the defense. Where has this been? This pick and roll sequence between Dwight and Frawling. Again, it's what they've needed. One thing about LEVANGA HOKKAIDO's offense, it's all one-on-one. But when they go to that pick and roll sequence, it causes all sorts of problems. Dwight trying to reach now. Saiz going in, draws the foul, and he'll go back to the free throw line. So Ozen Stracti watching from Mexico. Hola, bienvenidos, amigo. Mexico va a jugar en el FIBA World Cup este verano, amigo. But now Seba Saiz played at Ole Miss University, one of the few Spanish players to play in NCAA Division I. Joined the B.LEAGUE in 2019-20. Joycelyn, that's a very good question. Where is the defense? I've asked the same question myself. Back to a 25-point ball game. Now, if I'm HOKKAIDO LEVANGA, go back to that pick and roll sequence. There they go again, the pick and roll, but Dwight's got to use it more aggressively. Didn't come off it effectively. Trying to go down the middle, goes in, teardrop, voids the block, and baby Jimmy Alapag going to work. Shuto Terazono was pretty good in the first quarter, but since then, relatively quiet. Now Sai's going, just getting fouled at all costs, and that's going to be the last team foul for HOKKAIDO LEVANGA to give away. That's on Dwight Ramos again. And every time he gets the ball, they get a switch on defense. Well, we got a timeout now. These two teams want to talk it over, but for HOKKAIDO LEVANGA, it's about continuity on offense. Defensively, the mistakes they've made, they've just allowed ALVARK Tokyo way too many wide open shots. But also in the second half, in the third quarter especially, they gave away too many offensive rebounds. I mean, ALVARK Tokyo just kept finishing donut after donut, taking the last pieces. And LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, nobody called box out. Well, Filipino sports fan, thank you very much for your kind words. If you'd like to ask me how to say hello in a different language, please let me know in the live chat. If you'd like to know how to say hello in Serbian, it's zdravo. Or for Adomaitis, the head coach of Tokyo, he comes from Lithuania. Hello in Lithuanian is labas. If you'd like to say I like basketball in Lithuanian, it's man patinka krepšinis. I highly recommend if any of you ever travel to Europe, go to Lithuania. Beautiful country, wonderful food, amazing people, and a great basketball culture. Adomaitis, I met him last year in February at the King Mindaugas Cup between Rytas Vilnius and Lietkabelis. Robert Cristobal, mahilig ako sa Pilipinas. Tumatakbo ang batang lalaki, kumakain ako ng Jollibee. Well, Sebasai is currently at the free throw line here for ALVARK Tokyo. And he's been too dominant here in the fourth quarter, getting the ball, getting fouled. And no more team fouls for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO to give away. That was another problem they had in the third quarter. They put ALVARK Tokyo in the penalty way too early and just invited them to the free throw line. Magandang araw, Boogie Boy. Jump. Well, Sean Long looking for a post up here. Got it by Sai as a double team comes. Deep three's up, no good. It goes out of bounds, but that will be possession back to LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Trailing by 25. 4:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Well, Lita Valoria, I agree with you. Rebounds has been a problem in the second half. I mean, the first half they did a relatively good job. They frustrated ALVARK Tokyo. Also, the discipline on defense. Put in ALVARK Tokyo too early in the penalty. That was a problem as well. And the lane out goes up and finishes that one with ease. But again, when he goes to that pick and roll option, Froling becomes a very effective player. And that just gives them an option. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, sometimes you feel an offense. Too much improvising. Deep three. Three is up. Three is good. Endo Shuto. Well, he's just letting everybody know he's getting ready for the 2023 FIBA World Cup in Okinawa, Japan. Falling now, getting a handoff. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO needs some inspiration. Nakano going, trying to find Froling, but throwing it away. Well, beautiful little basketball. Taking down the lane now, pulls up in the mid-range, takes it, hits the front eye, can't get it. Long gets a rebound. Well, to everybody watching, kamusta ang pagalan Josh Betts? That's what I remember from learning Tagalog, but last 3:15 to go, 26-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo. They're going to move to 35 victories by the end of this game. been a problem here so far in this game. They really haven't been able to get any momentum going into their offense. For LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, that is. But we got a timeout now. Well, thank you to Simply Music Channel. And good morning from Thailand. So, Sawadee Ka. Now, I want to know to all the Filipino basketball fans, 2 questions. What do you think of the pick and roll action between Dwight Ramos and Nick Froling? For me, it's been very good here. But where was, again, Froling setting another bull screen, this time with Shuto Terrazono. But they haven't had enough of that in their offense. My second question is, who is your current favorite Gilas Pilipinas player? Now, I know a lot of people are going to say Dwight Ramos, but surely there's another player you must like on the Gilas Pilipinas team. Well, we've got Awesome Girl watching from Canada in Vancouver. Salamat. Well, my family live on the other side of Canada in Niagara Falls near Toronto. Gotta love Canada. Love, as we talk about Jollibee, gotta love Tim Hortons. We need Tim Hortons here. Oh, we actually do have it here in London. What am I talking about? Well, Laura TV says Jordan Clarkson's his favorite. Well, Grayson says Pegoy. Thank Claude. Shout out to your cat, Spot. Hope your cat's having a lovely day. Karikawa News TV says Jordan Clarkson. Chart Reyes Thompson. So Lara TV, Jordan Clarkson, no argument. Another foul. That's a beautiful drive by Shuto Terrazono going straight to the basket. Kenneth Gabito says Jimmy Alapag. And Justin Brownlee, Scotty Thompson. Oh, you can only pick one. Joyce's going with Dwight. So we do have a Dwight fan there after all, but 2 free throws here for Terrazono-san. He makes the first one. It's an exciting time for Gilas Pilipinas. As we mentioned, they'll be joint hosting the FIBA World Cup. But also, it's an exciting time now for B.LEAGUE basketball. If you think, look at the standings right now here in the B.LEAGUE. ALVARK Tokyo will go to 35-9 after this game. There'll be 3 victories behind Chiba Jets. Kawasaki Brave Thunders and Yokohama, top of the Central Conference. Shimane and Roku Golden Kings leading the way in the West. Sean Long just getting the bucket. Again, he's been very good, cutting it down to 23 points. Now, the thing for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they're not going to win this game. But what they need to do is try to a battle within a battle. Cut it down to below 20 points. In the last 2 minutes, how close can they get it to a 15-point deficit? They got to build confidence. They turn around. Again, another offensive rebound under the basket. Another miss. Well, Sean Egan, Tim Hortons, Farmhouse Wrap, double coffee. You just can never say no to a Tim Hortons, that's for sure. There's an offensive foul called. And that's been the story. Well, we got Renza Bando, favorite player from Chart Reyes. And here's what happens. Scotty Thompson. I like the Thompson in my mind is a good point guard, but you can see another turnover by Yuta Matsushita getting called for the offensive foul. Well, I must say to everybody, Chart Reyes, the head coach of Gilas Pilipinas, is a very good friend of mine. Mark Harvey, I believe so, but I don't know if I'll be in the Philippines, because remember, there's 3 venues, Japan and Indonesia. And we will find out, of course, as we move closer. Again, nice little play. That's going to be 2 free throws here for ALVARK Tokyo. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, the question just coming from Robert Cristobal. They are currently bottom of the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference is by far the best conference here in terms of the amount of wins each team has. Chiba Jets in first place with 38 victories and 5 losses. They're the best in the B-League at the moment. ALVARK Tokyo, they're going to go to 35-9 after this game. And then after that, you've got Guma Crane Thunders, who were Dwight Ramos' team last season. They're at 23-20. They may be in a shout for the wild card, possibly. And then you've got the Akita Northern Happy Nets. They're at 22-21. And Utsunomiya Brex, the defending champions. They've had a tough season, but they're also 22-21. So the wild card is going to be very interesting to see how that plays out the rest of the season. Well, Spati Soari, huge fan of Rui Hachimura. Well, who isn't? Probably the greatest Japanese player, along with Yuta Watanabe today. Well, Daniel Dan Nana checking into the game for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Looking for options now. And there's the kick out. Foul has been committed. It's going to be the third team foul against ALVARK Tokyo. So baseline ball, the foul is Sean Long was just knocked out going to the basket, but no free throws here. ALVARK Tokyo, one last team foul to give away. Any more, they'll be in the penalty for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, Mark Harvey, thank you very much. Little teardrop goes in, count it, and he gets the and one. He's going to the free throw line for the three-point play. I like this guy. Shuto Terazon, no, excuse me, my apologies. Shimatanai going in with a little prayer there. That's a nice little play. Looking like a little Terrence Romeo. Well, shout out to Simply Music Channel. I like your name you've given me, Mr. Linguistic Commentator. Also, thank you to Mark Harvey as well. Again, it would be amazing to get to Manila. Well, Laro TV, you're entitled to your opinion, but he's a very good friend of mine. I have a lot of respect and love for Chuck Reyes also as a person because I'm very close with him as a friend. It's going to be a blocking foul called, so another two free throws coming for ALVARK. Well, actually, no, I think it's a offensive foul called. Sorry, Alex Kirk. Kirk gets called for the illegal screen. That's the right call. .117 to go in the fourth quarter. 23-point lead to ALVARK Tokyo. Eastern Conference here in the B-League. Proving to be, yet again, the very best conference in terms of the records that these teams have. As I mentioned, Chiba Jets. Well, thank you to Crozet Marcelino. I believe with that name, you are most likely from Brazil. So, obrigado, meu amigo. Antonio Villatoro, I agree with you. I did try to run him over. I thought they were going to call a blocking foul, though. So, again, another turnover. Really hasn't been the night here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Just been the case, but you know, it's a lot for them to work on. That's the right call. It's a push-off all day long. I mean, you cannot argue that one. Antonio Villatoro, salamat, muchas gracias. Arigato gozaimasu, and kam-un, as they would say in Vietnam. Well, we're under a minute to go. ALVARK Tokyo, as I mentioned, they'll move up to 35 victories. They'll be 3 behind Chiba Jets, but when it comes to the B-League playoff system, we'll be getting a good matchup, I imagine. Remember, the Eastern Conference. I mean, if ALVARK Tokyo's in any other conference, they're the best team in that conference. It just happens that Chiba Jets have had the record for most wins in a row this season. Long taking it in off the backboard. Too strong off it. Misses. Looking to kick this one out here. Kirk spinning around. Pump fakes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here on the live YouTube stream. ALVARK Tokyo will winning by 3 points at the end of the first half. Long takes it in, doesn't get it. But at the end of this one, our hosts, ALVARK Tokyo, they win 88-65 against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, it was a tough game for the visitors in the second half. They made very hard work of it. But the home side, they improved their record to 35-9. And this has been a very dominating victory for ALVARK Tokyo team trying to contend to bring home a third B-League championship. They won the B-League in 2018, won it again consecutively in 2019. But in 2021, Chiba Jets, led by Yuki Togashi, along with Seba Saiz, won the championship, defeating Utsunomiya Brex. And then the Brex won it last season, led by Kaitevs. Well, thank you to Simply Music Channel. I appreciate your kind words. And if you'd like a final shout-out, let us know in the YouTube live chat. We'll be happy to give anybody a live shout-out to Laura TV. Shout-out to Here's What Happened. Shout-out to all the Filipino fans. Kamusta? To all of our fans in Vietnam. Xin Chao. To all of our fans in Thailand. Sawadee ka. And to all the fans in Japan. Konnichiwa. And to all of our fans from Spanish-speaking countries, hola, muchas gracias. We're going to get some final words from Coach Adomaitis and the MVP of this game, which I imagine will be Justin Cobbs, with his dominating performance of over 30 points. Well, again, this is the time of the game where the players stay on the court to show their respect and admiration to the fans. And Chuk Mung on to Chuck Reyes. Thank you, Laura TV. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you to Here's What Happened. And thank you to Kenneth Gabito.
Konnichiwa.
Hi, 皆さん、こんにちは。
And that is Adomaitis, the head coach of ALVARK Tokyo from
I think
Lithuania.
the energy was good, very good. Thank you for your support and for your energy for the crowd.
まず本当に今日は、エネルギーがあふれたプレー、満員の、お客さんの前でこのようなプレーできたこと非常に良かったと思います。ありがとうございます。
I think just only one thing, our concentration in the first half was not good enough. In the second half, perfect. Guys, they was over there and they make like unbelievable job. So thank you for you. See you tomorrow.
選手、チーム、特に後半ですけども、素晴らしい集中力でプレーした結果、このような形で、いい勝ちができたと思います。それと皆さんの前でこのような形で勝利したことが良かったと思います。明日もまだ一戦残っていますので、引き続き、チームの応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。アドヘッドコーチでした。では続いてオンファイヤー賞の発表です。本日の試合でバスケットライブ視聴者から
Well, there's your MVP from the game, Justin Cobbs. We just recently heard from Adomaitis, the head coach of Tokyo ALVARK.
ホームで連勝さらに伸ばしました。勝利して今のお気持ちから教えてください。
今回は、怪我人が多い中、この人数でしっかりと勝ち切れたこと、本当に嬉しく思います。
先ほどアドマイティスヘッドコーチからもありましたエナジーを出してというところ、吉井選手今日26分以上の出場の中で非常に激しいエナジーがありました。そのあたり試合振り返っていかがですか。
先ほど言ったように人数少ない中、みんながタイムシェアしながら、コーチ方が熱い熱量で言ってくれたことをしっかり遂行しきった結果でこうエナジー出し切ってみんな良かったと思います。
ベンチやコートにいるとファンの声も聞こえてくるかと思います。この声出し応援どのような力になってますか。
いやもうバスケットをすることに対しての全ての力になっていると思います。
では明日に向けて一言お願いします。
明日も人数少ない中で戦っていきたいと思いますので、ぜひ大きな声を出して応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
Well, those are his words translated to glad that ALVARK Tokyo were able to come up with a victory. considering they had a lot of injuries. And he was glad to be able to carry out what the coaches said to him despite the small number of people. But also big thank you to the fans, he said, which gave them a lot of source of strength. But also he said, please support them tomorrow. Remember, these two teams will play each other tomorrow. This is a regular feature in B.LEAGUE basketball doubleheaders. Now let's listen to what he has to say. Currently, Gen Hiraiwa.
嬉しいですし、勝ててよかったと思います。吉井選手からもありましたが、今日はタイムシェアをしながらという中でした。どんな気持ちで戦っていましたか？いや、もうコーチからそんなに背負う必要はないと、チーム全体にあっていつも通りやればいいというところでできたかなと思います。皆さん今日何度も素晴らしいディフェンスがありましたので、今一度大きな拍手をお送りください。こういった拍手を代々木第一で受けていい笑顔ですね。いかがですか？いや、ヒーローインタビューも初めてで、本当にまた頑張ろうと思います。ありがとうございます。では明日に向けてもファンの皆さんに一言お願いします。苦しい時に本当にたくさんの声援とか応援が力になりました。また明日も応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。平井源選手でした。
Well, fans asked about Dwight Ramos' stats. He had 12 points in the end, but last words you will hear there is that he was glad that we won, but also not a lot of coaching in terms of, well, extensive coaching from Adamitis. But his words were, coach told them just to go about their business as usual. It was the first time he had an interview, so he said he wanted to do it again, of course. Let's listen to Justin Cobbs.
Yeah, like Coach said, it was good to have the energy. You guys motivate us. You know, every game you guys are like our sixth man, so we need that. We appreciate it and continue to support us.
本当にこのような形で声援を受けて非常に良かったと思います。皆さんがこの声援で我々のチームのシックスマンとしてやってもらっているので、非常に自分たちも力強いと思いますので、本当にありがとうございます。
その中で今日の試合はチームトップの30得点という活躍がありました。振り返っていかがでしょう？
First, shout out Alex and Saba. They said good screens. It was the first time I seen that coverage in a long time, so I was able to make shots. And then shout out to my brother. He came from LA. My brother Zoe, he's here. So it was a good performance. And like I said, thanks to the big Zoe and Alex, they said great screen. So.
まず本当に自分がオープンになってシュートが打つことができたのはやはりビッグマン、セバス中心にビッグマンのいいスクリーン、素晴らしいスクリーンがかかって自分がオープンになりましたので、それで最終的にシュートを決めることができました。それと今日、友達がロサンゼルスから来ているので、彼の前でこのようなパフォーマンスできて勝利したことは本当にコブス選手も嬉しいと感じております。
ではホームの連勝を伸ばすためにも明日に向けて一言お願いします。
Just like I said before, hearing you guys' voices, you guys are like our sixth man. Continue to support us, continue to bring energy, and we'll do the same thing on the court. So thank you, and see you tomorrow.
明日も試合ありますので、引き続きチームのシックスマンとして我々の味方、我々のところにパワーを送ってください。我々もそれに応えられるようにしっかりと戦っていきたいと思いますので、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。ジャスティン・コブス選手でした。さらに本日はリクルートスタッフィングプレゼンツアルバルク東京ホームゲームリクルート
Well, Justin Cobbs winning the MVP award of this game, collecting his trophy there. Key player that played many seasons in Europe, especially Montenegro, where he became a naturalized player for the national team. And a very effective player on the point guard role when he comes off of pick and rolls, but you can also play him as a shooting guard. But my word, they really love him here at ALVARK Tokyo. And there you can see just signing an autograph. And what a fan base Justin Cobbs has. They absolutely love him. Toyota ALVARK Tokyo, a team that will be competing for the championship. And some final words here from the ALVARK Tokyo players. Well, there are the ALVARK Tokyo players getting their final say with their teammates. And we'll probably hear one final thing. Well, congratulations to ALVARK Tokyo for pulling through to get the big victory against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. A much-needed victory for the home team to keep themselves in contention alongside Chiba Jets. Remember, the season not so much over in terms of winning the first spot here in the Eastern Conference, which is arguably the best conference here in the B-League. Well, players now will do their honorary lap, thanking the home crowd fans. Very much a tradition here in B-League basketball. Win or lose, they do an honorary lap just to say arigato gozaimasu, their respect to their fans. And Adomaitis, the head coach, Lithuanian international, at the back there to say thank you to all the fans. Again, this team has what it takes. Question is, if Utsunomiya Brex do not make the playoffs, it'll be anybody's championship to take back in the case of Chiba Jets or ALVARK Tokyo. Kawasaki Brave Thunders, Yokohama. There'll also be teams trying to contend for that championship. While in the West, it'll be Shimane, Susanna Magic, and Iroko Golden Kings, who, remember, they made it to the final last year, losing to Utsunomiya Brex. They'll be looking to change that around this season. Hiroshima Dragonflies, along with Kai Soto, maybe the team looking likely to get the wild card. Well, the game will be tomorrow, 3 o'clock Japan time. ALVARK Tokyo will be taking on LEVANGA HOKKAIDO yet again here on the same court. Doubleheaders. It's very commonality here in Japanese basketball. Well, here are some of the highlights from the game. Some of the key moments. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO keeping it relatively close in the first half, but Justin Cobbs with his MVP performance. Teardrop right away off the breaks. You'll love the play there from Terrazono, taking it down the middle, shifting and baking with the defense, getting it going. But again, look at Cobbs here behind the back, finding Shuto Ando from the perimeter. Katsuki's 5, no problem whatsoever, knocking down the open shots, but the transition play, poetry in motion here from ALVARK Tokyo. Seba Saiz with a little teardrop. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, when they got things going, was showing long in the block again. Too big, too strong, just too good, but didn't get enough of that in the low block from the big man. Long showing what he can do, looking like George Germing in a LEVANGA HOKKAIDO jersey, Iceman style. And there was St. Dwight pulling up from the perimeter. Deep three. Only 2 of those came from Dwight Ramos tonight. Didn't get enough of it. Didn't get a big taste of give and go between Kirk and Seba Saiz. 1-2 punch. One outcome for Saiz. An easy layup. But St. Dwight down the middle, throwing the lob. And again, long with a throw down. There's the lob. There's the duck. Terrazono again working magic around the court with a little Nihongo Euro step, I like to call that one. And this is where ALVARK Tokyo were dangerous. Catch and shoot. That's Reggie Miller in an ALVARK Tokyo jersey. Shuto Ando shooting under intense pressure. And yet again, the rejection from St. Dwight. Says, get out of here, not in your house. Good defensive play by Mr. Ramos, but again, Shuto Ando going for the three with the offensive board. Sebasai is getting second chances. When you get them, you got to take them. And that's the case for Mr. Saiz. And there again was Cobb's pick and roll. One outcome, always going to be a bucket. That's what they call Justin Cobb's JC, the certified walking bucket. Dwight finding a little room and space, putting up a teardrop, getting it to count, but Cobbs again. Mismatch all day long, but the rejection by Long. That's what I like to call a long shot from Cobbs. And a block by Long, but there was St. Dwight again in the corner. Big time three. Three is up. Three is good. There was Sebasai going straight to the bucket with no regard. No help side defense. Nobody wanted to get in the way of that one. Along at the end there, trying to get things going. Cobbs running bull screens, finding space, hesitation. Couldn't get it, but the offensive ball by Kirk. And that was the case for Levango Hokkaido. You have your last donut, but nobody calls box out. Well, Shuto Ando, just such a deadly three-point shooter. And when he gets cooking, it becomes a problem for any defense. Roll down the middle, throw a big dunk, but watch Hobbs there. Cobbs putting the moves on, spinning, twisting, mid-range, nailing it. Every time he comes off that ball screen, simply too much time and space, and he punishes Levanga Hokkaido. Throwing it down the post, and Sebasai is getting down one, putting Levanga Hokkaido under intense pressure. But this was the pick and roll sequence we were seeing from Frawling. And we didn't see enough of that in the game, but it was just so effective. Every time he sets the ball screen, straight to the bucket, finishing under pressure. And that's what they needed. But another deep three. Shuto Ando cooking it right now. And that was the final result. ALVARK Tokyo securing the victory. Can they secure it tomorrow? We'll find out. These ALVARK Tokyo fans enjoying the occasion, and now they'll go home. But they'll be back here tomorrow. 3 o'clock tip-off live here in Japan. Well, there you can see the 2-point field goals. But it's the free throws that's the big difference. 3 more three-pointers for ALVARK Tokyo. And some of the fouls Levango Hokkaido gave away just so careless in the rebounds. 17 offensive rebounds for the home team. And that's just too many to give away. Only 10 for Levango Hokkaido. But the assists, you can see the stats. It's such a strange game because the stats don't really say it all. It's just the free throws and the fouls. Just so many poor fouls given away by Levango Hokkaido. But again, sharing is caring, as they would say. Distributing the ball effectively, getting wide open looks. Getting 3 more three-point field goals along with 12 free throws. That kind of just says it all. You think about it. I mean, it's 21 points you give away right there. So if you are ALVARK Tokyo, you got to think tomorrow. I got to get to the charity strike. Levango Hokkaido, they don't have the discipline to match up defensively with the second-best team here in the Eastern Conference. So get to the free throw line. Punish them. And that was the difference in this game. We'll show you some of the key top scorers from this exciting matchup. As we take a look at the game top scorers, Cobbs had 30 points. Sean Long finished with a double-double of 19 points, 10 rebounds. Interesting enough, ALVARK Tokyo's top rebounder was Sebasai with only 5 rebounds. But it's a team effort. The rotation much deeper. Cobbs almost finished with a double-double. He had 5 assists. Arizona with only 3, but just goes to show with these two teams how effectively they move the ball and, again, how they can orchestrate their offense to get a wide-open look and to get a much higher percentage look for that matter. Well, those are some of the retired jerseys of ALVARK Tokyo. Here are some of the other games you can watch in the B-League. Hiroshima Dragonflies, they'll play tomorrow as well against Toyama Grouses. That was a close game today. Kai Soto making a very big impact for Hiroshima. Sunrock Shibuya, they'll also be in action tomorrow. Utsunomiya Brex, they'll be hosting Osaka Vesa. Osaka Vesa, one of the key names here in B-League basketball. ALVARK Tokyo, they'll also be in action. There's their mascot. Gotta love him. Definite fan favorite here in Japan. Well, basketball fans watching on the live YouTube stream, we thank you for joining us. More B-League action coming tomorrow on the 26th. But for now, it's arigatou gozaimasu. Ayasumi nasai. Sayonara. Thank you for joining us, but goodbye.